We welcome you to the Minnesota Twin Spring Training Complex, getting you ready for the Saturday night matchup between your mighty Mussels and the Jupiter Hammerheads. We're joined with Mussels starter tonight, Charlie Soto. Charlie, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
2 starts under your belt so far at the low A level, one here in Fort Myers against the Tarpons, and then last week in Clearwater with a dominant effort. You faced the minimum 12 batters against the Threshers. What was it like out there? I know it was a Saturday night, big crowd in Clearwater. How did it feel?
No, I mean, I felt great. I had family out there. The crowd, there was a couple guys chirping, which I love. I love hearing them chirp, but no, it was great. I felt good. Momentum was great. Team had the energy, so, we went out there. We shut them out. We had a great game.
You were obviously looking forward to the draft last year and envisioning what the minor league experience would be like. So how does it compare to your expectations so far?
It's blown my expectations, to be honest with you. I mean, just this was a dream of mine since a kid, and now that I'm here, it's still a surreal feeling, to be honest with you. I got drafted a little less than a year ago. Just being here, it's a crazy feeling.
I mean, we talked about it before the season. Your family's up in the Orlando area, so they get a chance to come down and see you pitch. What's that been like, just communicating with them and knowing that they're really not that far away?
I mean, I feel like it's huge for them to come support me. They've been here for the past 2 starts. They were here for the breakout game. They came to a couple spring training games. So having them close to me, I feel like it's going to be big for me, just having a great support system.
I wanted to get into your pitch arsenal a little bit because looking at some of the metrics in your last start, it was pretty impressive. You got 9 whiffs on the changeup. If you got a baseball with you, we wanted to show some of the grips. Starting with that circle changeup grip, I know that's kind of always been one of your best pitches. How did that develop, and how have you used that in your past?
I feel like I've always been a good pronator, so the changeup has always been a big pitch of mine. Since being little, my brother, he's the one who really taught me how to throw the pitch. But I mean, growing up, I've always been fastball, changeup, and then as I got older, it just kept getting nastier.
And the Twins do a great job with pitchers coming out of the draft, analyzing what their arsenal is like and then making some adjustments. And I know you said they added a couple of pitches, tweaked a couple of pitches. What were some of those first changes that you made last summer?
Yeah, so when I first got here, they taught me, 3 basically new pitches. I got taught a new sinker, I got taught a sweeper, and I also got taught a hard slider. Those 3 pitches have been huge for me going forward, so I'm just really excited the development of those pitches.
Now, you used the cutter quite a bit in your last start. Can you show us the difference between the slider grip and the cutter grip? Because I know for you it's 2 completely separate pitches, right?
Yeah, so the cutter grip, I'm kind of right here holding onto the seam, right over the top of it, and then the sweeper, I'm right here, right on the MILB logo. Just trying to rip down. Like, I get a seatbelt cue, so whenever I hit that seatbelt cue, it feels like a sweeper.
And then the sinker's a pitch that's got a lot of velocity, mid-90s, just like your 4-seam. How do you implement the 2-seam versus the 4-seam?
With the 4-seam, I try to get a lot more carry to it. I try to average, 17, 18 inches of carry. And then with the sinker, I try to do the whole opposite. I try to get it to run down and in 18 inches. So those 2 pitches, they tunnel very good, and then they just go 2 separate ways.
Is there anything you're currently tweaking with that mix? Because obviously there's a lot of newness to it, but are you at the point now where, okay, here are my 5 pitches, I want to see what the results look like over a full season?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like right now I'm not going to tweak anything. Everything's working pretty good. The only thing, I'm just trying to throw that hard slider as hard as I can. But I mean, no, those pitches, they're good so far, so we're just going to leave them like that.
Charlie, thank you for the time.
Thank you.